Hello everybody, this is Jaguar Champion here, and Ops I feel like is a cursed project. Every time I try to make it, bad stuff always happens. Like the first time I made it back in 2018 and got canceled and everything because Spider Geeks he couldn't do stuff with his account and stuff. And the second time we tried to do it, it was Red Lucas trying to make it. He tried to make it two times. It was going to be called Riker and Jim, or Jim and Riker, or something like that. But I don't know what happened there. So then, eventually, recently, we tried to make it, and it was supposed to be some sort of reunion. But stuff didn't happen, and they didn't really like the script that much. So, like, they liked the script, my friends, but they wanted to rewrite a few things. And once we did rewrite, a lot of stuff happened, and then we eventually, like, lost a lot of the stuff. So, yeah. So, I think this project is just, I feel like it's, I don't know, I don't think it's just, I think it's the project's cursed, so yeah. But I'm gonna just reveal the script. Now I was gonna reveal it on February 30th, but I was being dumb. I was dumb because I didn't realize that February 30th didn't exist. That February is the shortest month of the year all the time. So then I was gonna reveal it on March 3rd, but as you can see, it's March 4th. So I'm just gonna reveal it right now. So here is Cops. I wrote this all right here. And this is the poster that I was going to use. It's a cool little logo, though. Here it goes. Our story begins with pretty much the plot of the original, just with better storytelling, and a few changes. The year was 1980. There was a broadcast about the death of beloved cop Riker Smith's wife and kid's death. Flash forward to 1987. Yeah, this version took place in the 80s. Thugs are robbing a shack in the backwoods country that they heard has a strong special metal in it, like vibranium or adamantium or something like that. When they get there, they see two other thugs there, and that they were going to get the medal too. It's very popular. The four thugs bicker about how they were first and stuff. Then someone with a gun shows up and shoots one. The three others are scared, asking him who he is. He comes out of the shadows and reveals himself as Jason, crazy face, Maxwell. He shoots the other two and lets one go. There was no medal in there. Jim Kent is a rookie cop in training and is about to work in the big leagues. This was his dream job ever since he was a kid. When he gets there, he meets a few other cops, Riker, Paul, and Lewis. Riker is a longtime cop who had a family, but they were killed by an unknown terrorist 3 years ago. He is depressed and is trying to find a way out. Paul is a commander and takes everything seriously. Lewis is a weird cop that is nosy, weird, and always trying to mess everything up. So Lewis's character, sorry, similar names. He was supposed to be like the comic relief character. This was going to be like a comedy movie too. And comedy movies, they always have that weird character. This is going to be like the weird character in it. So yeah, Charles tried to mess everything up. The goofy character. While going through files, Jim sees a file of Jason Maxwell, who has never been caught. Riker tells him his most infamous crimes. Jim also looks through the files of someone named Anton. Riker tells Jim that Anton is a former drill sergeant who went in hiding 7 years ago. He has been trying to find and kill Jason. Jim tells him that he is going to do what everyone else failed to do. Recruit Anton and take down Jason Maxwell. I don't know why I said recruit Jason, sorry. Paul tells him that he is stupid, reckless, and too inexperienced to deal with this psycho. Jim begs to differ and goes to find Anton. With enough information, he manages to find Anton's cabin. He goes there, Anton tries to shoot him, but Jim dodges it. Jim manages to reason with him, and they sit down and talk for a while. Anton tells Jim that Jason killed his friend back in high school, and that's why he wants revenge. Anton doesn't accept Jim's request. Jim returns to the base. He trains and sorry, that was a typo there. So he trains and goes on his first mission. Afterwards, Anton is in his cabin thinking. Anton comes over the base. Jim is happy. So basically what Anton was doing was he was thinking, should I join? Because he was hesitant. And now he's finally decided to join the cops. So yeah. Anton comes over to the base. Jim is happy. He introduces everyone to Anton. Lewis is a big fan. Shakes his hand. And then immediately takes a baseball bat and tries to kill him to prove he's strong. See, like Lewis was supposed to be one of those goofy characters. Like, I'm a big fan of you. I'm going to destroy you. And just... yeah. Anton knocks him out at ease. Paul tells Jim that it was very dangerous bringing in a hunter of criminals with a group of cops, since they have different worldviews. They prepare for the fight. They find a dead cop outside their base with a letter on it saying the coordinates to Jason's location. They go there, but instead find masked thugs with swords and machine guns. They beat them. They find another letter that says that there is a mole upon them. Everyone thinks it's Jim because of how reckless he is, but he swears it is not him. Jason shows up. Anton has the opportunity to kill him, but doesn't. Jason runs away. Turns out there was a bomb inside their car and it explodes. They have to take a taxi, but the taxi driver is wanting too much money. Anton, out of nowhere, throws him out and beats him up and calls a birthday clown to take the driver to the ER. They drive themselves there and find Luis, or not Luis. Sorry, I keep thinking the similar names. Plus, I've known a Luis for like the longest time. They find Luis on the roof, attempting to burn the base down because a few bees went in there. Paul has to get up there and either challenge him to a rap battle or beat him up and drag him down. Later, recovering from the fight, Anton tells Jim that his story was not true and that Jason was his high school friend and that he betrayed him for a criminal group. This whole time, Anton has been trying to help him become a better person. So basically, it's kind of like the thing at Star Wars where Obi-Wan was telling Luke that Darth Vader killed Anakin, but it turns out that Anakin was Darth Vader the whole time and that he was his friend. It's basically something like that. Riker thinks of quitting and leaves because Riker in this movie was depressed about his family's death, even though it's been 7 years. And yeah, Jim is fired for his naive and reckless behavior. Jim goes to Dada's diner and his old middle school bully is there and tells him how he redeemed himself by never giving up and sticking with a good job. Jim gets inspired by this and goes back to the base with a plan. Meanwhile, Anton has been investigating the others, trying to find the mole. On Riker's way out, Paul tells him goodbye and gives him a good gun for self-defense. Jim comes in. Lewis tries to kill him, saying that he's the great enemy. Lewis is weird in the story. Jim tases him. Paul angrily asks why he is there. Jim tells him he has a plan. The plan is to go to Jason's supposed hideout, send him coordinates to a fake warehouse with traps, and arrest him. Paul thinks the plan is bad and could go sideways very fast, and disagrees. Jim settles it in a wrestling fight, so now Jim and Paul are going to do a wrestling fight. Remember, for comedic stuff, they're going to have a wrestling fight as a dare who wins. Jim does a backflip on Paul and wins. Paul agrees to do the mission. Jim sends Riker a voicemail telling him about the mission. Riker takes a while to decide, but he thinks of what his dead family will want him to do and agrees. Anton shaves, since Anton had a beard and everything. He was rugged looking. Gets a cop uniform, and they all go on with the plan. They send the coordinates and set all the traps. Riker isn't there yet. Jason goes there, throws a grenade, it blows up, but catches one of the demo drones that they set's attention, and it shoots stuff up. Jim, Paul, and Anton come in, fight Jason, but Jason is a very well-trained fighter. He manages to stand a chance. When all hope is lost, Riker comes in with the gun that Paul gave him. And with the gun that Paul gave Riker, Riker shoots Jason. Jason, who is injured, tells Riker that the gun is his, and Paul was a dirty cop that killed Riker's family. Big plot twist, am I right? And that he was never arrested because the elites never get punished. Paul shoots and kills Jason. They all get an... Sorry about that, had a little typing incident there. Paul shoots and kills Jason. They all get in a fight. Paul hacks the drones, and the drones attack Jim and company. But Lewis comes in and shoots all the drones by accident. Paul gets mad, tases all of them except for Jim. Him and Jim fight. Paul keeps insulting Jim, telling him that he will never be good enough. Remember, Paul's actually bad this whole time. But then Riker wakes up and kills Paul. They all return to the base, and Jim is placed up a rank. Riker gets the role of commander for his hard-working bravery and is no longer depressed. There is an after-the-credits scene of the clown taking the taxi driver to the hospital. Remember when Anton beat him up and everything. So that would have been the story for Cops, the reboot. I hope you liked it. A lot of things happened, like rewrites and everything. Eventually it all got out of hand, and we decided to cancel it. I think the project was cursed and everything. I am moving forward with Flasher 2. I'm thinking of the storyline right now. So yeah. Remember, as always, make sure, if you like this video, subscribe, and like if you want, and have a great day.